Hello and welcome along to episode 103 of the Don McKaylee sponsored A View from Section C. Senior, it is episode Feliz Spencer Naas.
That's what
It's
it is.
Christmas Eve.
Yep. Spencer Naas is coming to town.
I'm going to start this again. I thought I'd do you a nice one. I thought I'd do you a nice one. I put in the show title as Feliz Spencer Naas, and you've now went and got the other name involved.
No, we'll go with that. Feliz Spencer Naas.
How was your work day today on Christmas Eve?
It was only 4 hours long. That's all I'm going to fucking say.
4 hours long.
4 hours long. Yeah. Up
Look
at
at you.
4:30 to be back home for just after 10 o'clock.
Lucky you.
Yes.
Lucky you.
Yes.
Well, Senior, we'll get on with the show. We've got some guests today. We've got a couple of Dumb and Dumber fans on to try and prove their point that they are going to beat you. We've also got the games to go through the weekend, and then we've got 4 games to preview before we do our next show, which will be in between New Year's Day and the 3rd. So we're going to do it on the 2nd. News to you, Lars, by the way. We'll do it on the 2nd. Okay?
Yeah, right, okay. Oh, by the way.
Oh.
I go back to work on the 2nd.
That's fine. Day at night. Yeah, he was day at night anyway, so
that's okay. That's
right.
Okay.
Well, Senior.
Get the guests on.
Senior versus the fans. The gloves are off. It is time for Gloves Off sponsored Senior versus the fans, and a welcomed return for this segment of the show. We've been trying to get these two on for a while. One of them was away gallivanting forever. The other one's like, I'm not coming on with it.
Well, we think that's what she said. But we're not too sure.
Someone only a fit. But Senior, we'll just introduce them. And we've got our own intro music for them as well. It's Baby Betty and Cameron.
Hello.
It's Jason and Kylie.
Fit.
Come again? For somebody that doesn't speak your language, what does that mean?
Fit. Hi, guys.
We do have Ashley and Cameron on, and Ashley's been wanting to come on for ages, but she wouldn't come on without Cameron.
Aye. Well, she got in trouble. That's why. Because you let the cat out the bag when I was in New Zealand, and she was going to come on and surprise me, and then you said that she wasn't coming on the podcast. So then she got a message that I wasn't happy with.
Well, so she could have told us that beforehand.
Aye, but it's easier for her to cry, baby, isn't it?
Well, that's true. God, I could see this pairing going well today on this quiz. But it is good to have you. It is good to see if Baby Betty could put her money where her mouth is, because she's been giving Senior a hard time for about the last, we're on season 4 now. So the last 3 years of the show, she's been giving Senior a hard time. So money where your mouth is, Baby Betty.
As long as it's easy questions, then I can tell you.
Well, here we go.
Well, we'll get started. Senior, have you got your pen and paper? Because I've noticed that...
No, Junior, I've just got beer. That'll do me.
Yeah, beer here as well. It's for Christmas drinks.
Christmas drinks.
Oh, shit. Sugar.
You always have a drink as well.
Exactly.
It's Christmas.
It's Christmas.
It's Christmas.
Right. Question 1. So, how many league games, so only league games, has the Stars won in the Elite League? I will give you plus or minus 5 for the answer.
So what would then for the answer?
Right.
I'll answer the question and then you give me the answer.
No, just get your answer and then I'll ask you to relay your answer back to us.
Right, okay. So I'll not need to take notes.
Now,
right. So how many league games? How many league games has what the Stars won?
have the Stars won in the Elite League? So only league games, no Challenge Cup or playoffs.
When did they go in the Elite League?
2011?
Right, got it.
You're putting the pressure on them. This is like a bit like the chaser here, is it? You've said they've got it.
It's
Now
like,
they've got to go bang.
That's Yeah.
I love
mean,
how they've muted themselves and they're properly confirming.
I know. It'd be better off just fucking going to the bar and getting another drink.
And they're off mute. So let's go with senior first. How many games has the Stars won in the Elite League?
340.
340. Maybe Betty and Cameron
335.
with 335.
Really?
Well,
Yeah. Like, we could even try and show you. Where's the camera?
335.
Wow.
God, they can right up there, and Jesus Christ. They're moving up in the world up in
We're
Lawrence
not
Kirk and that.
up in Lawrence Kirk. We're in my house. We're in Dundee.
Okay.
Ah.
Okay.
Says a lot.
I can tell you that with the plus or minus 5,
Oh, no.
neither of you got it right.
Yeah.
Oh,
The correct answer is 265.
Wow.
It was
And
never
we have
over 50%.
We have played over 700 games.
Yeah, it was never over 50%.
Wow, that was shite, was it?
I even tried working it out.
I was like 10 years, so many games.
That's what we done.
yeah.
10 years.
Maybe.
Ashley's been going 11. 52
Yeah,
games.
ironically, though, we were close together, though, so we must have the same maths in our head.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Just
then
the
Ashley
right,
just,
wasn't the right math.
well, Ashley
Yeah.
just overrid me and decided she's going for 335.
Yeah. We probably forgot about the Jeff Mason season. That would have took it right down.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
question 2. So, in the Stars' history, we have had 12 Swedes play for us. Can you name 3
Swedes!
Swedes?
And-
No Swedes. Swedes. People from Sweden.
Say the question again.
So, in our entire history, we've had 12
Right.
Swedes play for us. Name 3.
Ah, fuck us. Okay.
That's easy, Lar.
I know.
Well, I thought I'd give you an easy end because you're usually shite.
Yeah, it's good. I'll be
we're
good to get a
good.
point on the board.
Okay, so let's go with the fits.
First in Bankston.
Uh-huh.
Jensen
Yep.
and Anderson.
And Anderson. Senior. Any difference?
I went, yeah, 2 of them were the same, Bengtsson and Jensen. The other in I had was Johan Bowman.
Johan Bowman. Well done. So the 12 were, for everyone else listening at home, and I ken that Mama.
I could have went Sjogren.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm.
But Mama Betty.
Could have went Martin Vita.
There you go. Who else? Go on. Keep going then.
Right, so
We've got
many's that?
Svensson.
We've got Svensson.
Svensson.
Yeah. Anderson.
Said him.
Said Tim.
Did we say him? Jensen. The boy, is it Persson?
Yep. Andres
Oh,
Persson.
yeah.
Yep. Ashley skipped him, Alana.
Many's that?
Can't mind. Vita, Persson. We've got still 6 on this list.
Really?
Yeah.
Mm.
Johan.
Many Swedes win this year.
Johan.
Mm.
Johan
Yeah,
Eriksson.
Johan Eriksson.
Latinen's Finnish.
He's no Finnish. He's only 32.
I think who else?
Right. I give up. That's all I know.
Mikael Litthammer.
Oh, yeah. Leithammer. Yeah. Have we got a Swede going this year?
Roman Semyonovs.
Oh, yeah.
Again, Jeff Mason year, we forget about
Yeah.
that.
Forgot.
Yeah.
Larzo, Johan Johansson, also known as Johan Engstrom.
Oh, Johan Johansson.
Hugo Reinhardt.
I've got his fucking jersey as well.
Like Larsy with Riley Wetmore.
He does have a Riley Wetmore jersey.
I fucking
does.
told you do.
I'm
You
telling
do.
you, I have not got a Riley Wetmore jersey. I had
You
every
do.
jersey out. No,
I've got-
I had every
I'm like
jersey out. I have
100%
not got
certain that
Riley
you
Wetmore.
have a Riley Wetmore jersey.
I forgot
I've
about
even had a different group for the ice hockey tell me he's got a Riley Wetmore jersey.
Well,
So it either
listen.
that or it's like those things. What's it called? When you think something happened and you go back years later and it actually never. It's
Yeah.
the Mandela effect. Is that what it is?
Yes.
Definitely effect.
yeah.
How did you get
I've definitely, honestly, I had other jerseys out because when I was looking for the Matt White jersey, every jersey was out, and Riley Wetmore's is not there.
And the final one, and you'll all be disappointed, especially Ryan Buchanan will be disappointed in you.
Ah,
Naslund.
hey, man, what's his name?
Eric Naas.
Naslund.
Eric Naslund.
Yeah. Okay, so a point each there. 1-1 after 2. Question 3. Who is the tallest player to ever play for the Stars at 6'7"? We've got a long pause here. So senior's struggling here. Senior's thinking about it.
I could fucking see him. It was the big
The fit fits.
him that fucking gave it the big championship belt. What's his boss?
Okay.
See? Did
Cal-
Okay,
you-
so
You can
Senior,
change it if you
senior.
want.
No, no
No.
change.
We're not
No
changing that.
change.
What's
Senior.
his name?
You were
Weekend
on
is
the right
name.
lines. You meant to say it.
Again.
We can.
I can't mind his
Oh
fucking
my
name.
God.
Calvis, was it
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Ozils or something like
Yeah.
that?
Yeah.
Go Calvis Ozils.
Is that his name?
Fits.
We went for
Yeah.
Ian Parker, but Ozils was the next one.
Yeah, we were debating. Well, I was
But it's
debating.
Ian Parker.
I was still debating.
No.
Nah, Ian Parker.
I think it's Parker.
Are you sure? Are you
I
sure
think
you
it's
want to stick
Parker.
with
No,
that?
I'm sticking with mine. Like,
We'll
Come on,
stick,
But we'll
la-
just-
we'll stick it, and
la-
then that way at
last
least
did
one
Ian
person can-
Parker.
Me.
Well, you'll be glad you did because it is big streaky at 6'7".
Yeah, yeah. Ozils was
Ian?
6'6", because he was 2 inches taller than me, and Parker was 3. That's how I knew.
He's 6'6". Oh, fuck's sake. So the fits are 2-1 up. Senior's no happy. I thought
had
you were going
that.
to go big streaky too, Senior.
I totally forgot. Was that the Jeff Mason year?
Again, Jeff Mason, yeah, forgot about a lot of boys that year. Yeah. Okay. A who am I question.
Ooh, Matt White. Jokes.
I was going to say that, I know.
I was born in 1991 in USA.
Matt White.
I'm a 6'2" centre.
Matt White.
I played for the University of Vermont for 4 years before joining the Indy Fuel in the ECHL. I then played 1 year with the Stars and I retired after playing with the Stars. Who am I?
They're giving off Matt White hints.
I'm sticking with Matt White.
She's muted herself though because I think there's a debate
Yeah.
going on here between those two. Look at them.
I'm sticking with Matt White.
You can tell by Jim Spence's fist in there.
Jim Spence.
He's got that wee Jim Spence haircut going on now.
Even looks like him a wee bit, eh? See me put glasses on.
Matt White.
Ashley, keep calm on your glasses.
Oh, no, don't do that.
Oh, wait, what's
I
this
look like-
thumbs up?
I look like Jim
You just-
Spence.
You just had a thumbs up on the screen there. What happened there?
Junior, look.
I look like Jim Spence.
Jim Spence.
By the way, you're blind. Like, you're really blind.
I'm not really blind.
You'll need to explain to people that are not watching it what's going on.
Right, no, but listen. If you aren't watching this on YouTube this week, I'm going to tell you not to listen on Apple Podcasts or Spotify and watch this week's episode and look at Jim Spence on screen here. That's his. Cameron putting glasses on is what you would get if you ordered Jim Spence off a Wish. Okay?
Oh. And about
Right.
60 years younger.
Senior, who is your guess?
Matt White.
Matt White.
Matt White. All
But-
night.
But
Oh, every night.
is
Yes, Matt White.
Is that your guess?
Yeah,
it's
Matt
not
White.
Well, I don't fucking know why. Of course it's Matt White. I couldn't not include a Matt
I
White
guess
question, could I?
said, so
I couldn't not include him because the reason he retired, folks,
That
for the
way.
Stars is because Ashley was obsessed with him, and he feared for his life. He's actually now went into witness protection. Like, that's the problem. He's went into witness protection. He can't play hockey anymore, and maybe if he is, it's under a new alias. So yes, Matt White.
Matt White.
I was going to give you the other clue of I wore number 22, but I thought, nah, fuck that, she'll definitely get it.
Even
Should've
Eric.
said-
Okay, so
You just
Am I
said that as the first clue.
You didn't
Yeah.
need any clues. I would have guessed Matt White probably anyway.
we know. 3-2 to the Fitbits.
Oh,
Final question. Now, Senior, you hate to get this right. In league play this season, how many goals have we scored? League play only. And Neil looking up on the Elite League website, you two, with your phones out.
I didn't have my phone out.
My phone's in my
I'll
pocket.
give you it plus or minus 2.
Can you repeat the question, please?
I
how
cannot.
many goals have we scored in the league
How many goals have we scored this season?
Just in the league this season.
this season?
No, last season, the season before. Fucking
Right,
pay attention.
so-
Plus or minus 2, okay?
Fuck. All right. Okay. So
And I'm really hoping Senior gets this because I've got a tiebreaker question as well.
right.
Bearing in mind we scored 8 on Sunday. Cameron, there's no point asking her to add up, mate. He can't do maths. Think of shit.
Can't I write either?
Right. You've got an answer.
Yeah.
Right, Fits. What
59.
is your answer?
Well, I'll go first because they've wrote it
59.
down. What have they went?
59. Senior.
Really?
Yeah.
59. See, Ev's got me thinking now. I must admit, I had 92.
Okay.
92.
Is that not how many we conceded?
We have conceded 99.
Oh, close. So yeah, we've not scored as much. We've not scored 92 goals. I don't think it's.
Is that where you're going with Senior? 92?
92. If I've done my math right,
Yeah. Bethran,
Oh,
we have scored 68.
You said 60 odds.
68.
well, that was
conceded-
60 evens.
Conceded 99 so far.
Did you say goals scored? Sorry, I thought you said conceded.
No, you never.
Still
Still
a
got it
good
right.
bet.
It's plus or minus 2.
Uh,
So,
many league games have we played? Is it 23?
27.
Something like 23 games, eh?
Actually,
And we've scored. Many did you say? 59.
68.
68 we've scored.
No, we said 59.
All right.
This is 59. Yeah, we
Yeah.
played 23 games.
68.
2.5 goals a game.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I took it hour to at 4 again. But,
well,
anyway.
folks, there we have it. The Fits have beaten Senior, and it is now 3-0 to the fans.
I hope you've got plenty of drinks in your.
Oh, okay. We've nearly finished that in already.
It just goes to show everyone that he moaned about me beating him every week, and
He's still getting beat.
it still happens when we put the fans on. He gets beat every single week.
Right. Hold on. Here we go.
There's
in my
2 of them
defense.
and 1 of me.
There is 2 of them to 1 of me.
Well, there's 1.5, really, isn't
And
it?
they did 1.5, and they were right. So the keyboard was going right. So we know they've got 2 monarchs, right? So we've sussed that out. But when I played you, Junior, we always done who am I? Now you're throwing in random questions. You're just I've got too many things to think about. The who am I, for once, I actually got right.
So did
That's
Ashley.
a victory. That is a victory for me.
Ashley got it now.
Yeah, I was just saying, I don't know.
I got it
if that's
before
a
any
victory.
questions, to be honest.
If Ashley's getting it, it's no victory.
Listen, Senior, are you wanting a winner takes all question here then?
Nah, Bunya, you lost.
Me, I'm happy enough to take it. I'm happy enough to take it, but I'm not too sure the young ones will accept the challenge. That's the thing.
Oh, ho, 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 ho.
Well, I already know one person who bottled it, didn't he? Mr. Reece Sharp.
Ah, he's a shite bag though. He's away cutting fucking Chris McKay's hair.
He'll
again.
be doing some granny's blue rinse or something just now.
Yeah. Okay, I can't pronounce my surname correctly. Chris McKay. What? Well, okay, that's it. Fans have won. Senior, you're not getting your additional question. Thanks to the Fits,
Yeah,
Betty,
good.
and Cameron for coming on.
No problem.
We hope you have a wonderful Christmas.
Yes, you too.
We'll not see you on Boxing Day because Fife's a shithole. But we'll see you on the
Fair point.
28th. See you on the 28th at home at Fife.
Yes, have a good Christmas.
Yeah,
Thank
thank
you
you
very much
guys.
for coming on.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
speak to you soon.
Bye.
Bye.
So thanks to Baby Betty, Ashley, and Cameron again. That's Baby Betty now away to Cameron's bedroom. My Betty, you might want to cover your ears now. She's a lot of days something to do with boxers or something. I didn't come out of the conversation when they were leaving the show there, but something about boxers or I don't know, Ken. So yes. We got you on the screen there. Senior's got a bit surprised.
Mum, that was maybe Mama Betty.
Mama Betty playing with what. We will move on to the MBE Valeting Services sponsored two-way watch now. So, Josh Saunders. Now, here's a story for everyone at the weekend.
That's a half, eh? That's a story and a half.
Saturday night, a few shifts with the Fife Flyers. Don't know what happened there. No, nothing from the club about him being released or that. So I'm assuming that they've maybe gave him special permission to play, considering Fife have got no fucking players.
There was someone came out when all the questions started getting asked. The club came out and said they've loaned them.
Oh, I never seen that.
They've loaned them to Fife.
Never saw that.
So I'd actually hoped that they'd maybe reciprocate it and loaned us Shane on, but nah, Fife said no.
To be fair, I think they could keep Shane on this year. They've been the best. But yeah, so Josh, few shifts on Saturday with the Flyers, give him a wee bit more Elite League experience, which is great, especially for us having him on the two-way. Sunday night, no points for Josh. However, 4 penalty minutes in a 6-1 loss to the Dundee Rockets. So the Rockets picking up 2 points, a massive 2 points for them in the Old Barn in Kirkcaldy on Sunday night. Aberdeen, so we're two boys that are with Aberdeen. Gary Kelly was back the week before. He scored in a 4-3 win against the Paisley Pirates. Dom Jaguar was in goal with 39 saves and obviously the 3 goals against. So a very strong showing from him. And also was back up again on Sunday for Richard Dick the goalie, Sable.
Yeah, and it was come up with, could it be a two-way? Because the sheepdog was back. Sheepdog was back
on
up.
Saturday.
Yeah, he was back on Saturday, so yeah. It's always good when the sheepdog on the bench.
Yeah. But yeah, so wins for Gary Kelly and Dom Jaguar, a loss for Josh Saunders. But looking at the Dundee Rockets, as we always do anyway, 2 big victories for them at the weekend. A home overtime win against the Edinburgh Capitals by 4-3. And obviously that 6-1 win in Kirkcaldy on the Sunday night. Has the league table looking like that, Senior? Rockets are joint top with a game in hand on the Aberdeen Lynx. Also Lynx second. Kestrel's sitting there in 4th place, just 6 points off of 1st and 2nd place. And that's 2 we watch.
They're doing well, eh? Yeah, they're doing well, eh? The Rockets.
Yes.
And I see they've done a wee promotional thing with Star season ticket holders.
Yep. So half price.
I think it's the game on the 29th.
Against the North Ayrshire Wild. So if you are at a lost end, you can go on the rink and you can get into the hockey for £6 for an adult.
Yeah. And we've just spent £28 on tickets to go to Tannadice.
Yeah.
Oops. Bit sharp with that, eh? Wish they'd announced the half price game first.
I know. Good aim.
Good aim.
So yes, but there'll be no Cam McGiffin playing anyway because he's out injured just now. But speaking of Cam McGiffin, it is time for the 51 Club sponsored game reviews. So we had the home and home with the North Lanarkshire, South Ayrshire, Pishy Wishy, Motherwell, Bothwell, Cumbernauld, Airdrie, Paisley, Braehead Clan. Threw a couple extra ins in that time this time, Senior. The Clan went 1-0 up after 1 minute and 12 seconds through Tyson McClellan. Jake Elmer equalised at 14:04 on the power play. Cole Uli at 15:07 and then doubled his tally at 18:23, giving Glasgow a 3-1 lead at the end of the first period. No goals in the second. Then a lone goal by the boss, Brett Gravel, assisted by Elmer and O'Connor at 52:04. Glasgow with a 3-2 victory. Now, Senior, I watched part of the webcast. Gave up end of the first period because it was a shite stream. And yet again, I'm sitting here talking about fucking team stripes.
Yeah, I've seen the goal with the guy in the crease. That's the only thing I've seen. I've not seen anything else. I'm not planning on watching anything else. You know what I'm like when they get bet, I just didn't watch it. But I'd seen that goal and he's in the crease. Yeah. But I'm not too sure. As I just met, a lot of people are saying it's goal interference. I'm not 100% sure, right? I'm more bothered about the 5 Stars players around that one guy, and he manages to get the puck back to Uli to score. That's what I'm more bothered about. He should have been planted right in his arse, and that goal would never have happened.
So for me, 100% goal interference. When you watch it back, and they took forever to review it. Like it felt like ages sitting watching the stream, and they kept going back and forth. They were going to different camera angles, and Clan actually do it really well in their stream, where you see exactly what the refs are seeing, and them going back slowly, and then going back, and then go back and go forward again. When Jarrett goes to play the puck with his blocker, or goes to effectively grab it with his blocker, between the guy's legs. The guy's legs close on his arm, and then he tries to pull it back. That's interference. He's blatantly done it. It's clear as day.
As I say, I didn't go into that great detail when I seen
it's
that
pish
goal.
cross.
It's the only goal I've seen. As I say, 5 stars players around. I think it's McClellan that's there. And how he's not planted on his arse is beyond me. He should have been absolutely leathered in that.
Yeah. Well, seemingly the reason that it was given was because seemingly Dryden was keeping him in with his stick.
It didn't look like that to me.
Bitch.
Right, because he's standing there on his own, and there's no movement. He's no going forward towards the goalie. He's no coming back. No Stars player touches him. I think
Dryden's leaning on him. I think when I was watching it, I thought Dryden was leaning on him, but not enough to keep him in there. He could have easily came out of the crease.
Yeah.
But the thing for me before it was obviously the goal that was disallowed for us to tie the game out when it was 1-0. The high stick from Sekos, which played it back across goal, and then whoever it was that came in and batted it in the goal. Ferguson's made both these calls. He was standing right next to him, and you can actually see that the stick is below the crossbar. And they said they can't and the rules are you can only review it if it's hit into the goal with a high stick. So you can't review it for the pass to the scorer. In that case, didn't call it. It's a 50-50 call. If you're unsure, you didn't call it. Honestly,
I think
pish. He is pish.
Yeah,
no having it. It's pish.
I must
Sorry,
admit,
Daisy.
We could touch on it when we speak about the home game, right? But I think the guys get intimidated when they're in Glasgow. I really do. I'm not saying Toby gets intimidated when he's in Glasgow, but I would say the lesser experienced officials, I think, get intimidated when they're in Glasgow because there's no two ways about it. They get a big crowd when they're winning. They're noisy. They're on top of the opposition. They're on top of the officials. But yeah, I'm the same as you. I just don't think at this point in time that he's good enough for Elite League. I think sometimes
he's never been good enough for it.
The game bypasses him, bypasses a few of them, to be honest with you, right? And we're gonna slag off Toby Craig for fucking every call that he makes or he doesn't make, right? But these guys are fucking brutal compared to him. Absolutely brutal.
Yeah. So a 3-2 loss.
Yeah, I was disappointing. But again, though, we're going to an arena away from home. We've conceded early. We get back into the game. We concede again. And concede again. And it just kills any momentum that we get right on the head. And it's just so disappointing because we are better than that. And I don't know that. It seems to be a Stars trait. And how many podcasts? We've done 103 podcasts. And I think we've fucking mentioned that on every podcast that we concede fast goals at the start of the game or bang goals during the game.
Yeah.
And we're still doing it.
The first one certainly was unfortunate. And the pucks, I actually think the puck's about to kind of go behind the net, and Jarrett's just put his stick out just to make sure it goes behind, and it fucking bounces on his stick and goes up over his shoulder. It's just a shit break right at the start of the game. But yeah, I agree. We've been speaking about it for years now.
Yeah.
And again, we'll probably come on to that.
Yeah.
In this one.
Definitely.
So this is where I need to get my maths right here and how the scoring went. So Xavier Pouliot with his first and on his birthday, assisted by Cameron Kiley and Spencer Naas at 14:15. Brendan Harms made it 2 on the power play, assisted by Sekos and Naas at 24:31. Devin Sidoroff at 24:42 made it 2-1. Simon Dupre at 29-23 made it 2-2. The boss, Brett Gravel, assisted by O'Connor at 31-46. Jake Elmer made it 4 on the power play, assisted by Naas and Sekos at 34-36. Tyson McClellan, short-handed at 35-37. Cameron Kiley, it's 27 seconds into the period. It's us for a quick one for once. Assisted by Naas and Harms. Brendan Harms, too many goals here, senior. Brendan Harms at 51-08 on the power play, assisted by Elmer and Naas. Liam Finlay on the power play when they pulled the goalie to make it 6-4 at 55-08. Jake Elmer with an empty netter at 57-51, assisted by Dominic Alberga. Rhys Kelly at 58-13. And then the final goal with his hat-trick, Brendan Harms unselfishly assisted by Dominic Alberga at 59-52, empty net hat-trick. 8-5.
That was a game. Yeah. You know,
I don't even feel it was an 8-5 game. I felt like we deserved to score 8. But yeah.
It's, you know what, it's one of those games that had so many positives in it, yet there are still negatives, which is the frustrating part of the team, right?
Yeah.
Because we've touched on it. Quick fire goals, short-handed goals that I would probably think the goalie wants back. I think it was the last 2, exactly the same spot over the left shoulder. But the positives do outweigh it. Brendan Harms getting a hat-trick, brilliant. Spencer Naas, 0+5.
I believe that was going to be changed.
Now, I seen Nairn posted
to 0
it was
plus
0+6.
Yeah.
But I've not seen it getting changed.
No, not
so
yet.
at the moment, whether it's 0+5 or 0+6, right? That is absolutely somebody bossing the game.
Yeah.
Right. You could see he's picked up where he left off with us. He's slotted straight back in as if he hasn't been away. And I think it's Harms is suddenly beginning to go. He's started picking up points now. With Naas coming back. The debate's always going to be who's going to be their centreman. That's the debate now. They've no got the flair and the skill of Valentini, but they've probably got the skill with Sekos. I thought Kiley done a really good job, and what a goal he scored, by the way. That was an absolute belter. I thought Kiley done well with them. Personally, I think Sekos is probably the guy that should go with them. But I think we've got too many good centremen, believe it or not. And what ends up happening is you've got a centreman like Yamamoto suddenly playing a lot down on the fourth line when him, Sonj and Gravel were fucking on fire for a few weeks. And then the whole thing split back up again.
Yeah.
I know what Mark's trying to do, right? We've been on a losing streak, a big losing streak, and he's obviously got to change things up. But is it the forwards that he should change up? Personally, I don't think so. I think it should be the D-men that should be changed up. And that maybe brings in a different conversation. Because I noticed that on Facebook, there's somebody who gets an absolute power of abuse, which me personally, I think it's uncalled for. Is he playing well? Probably not. Can he be better? Or definitely. But he is not, in my opinion, he is not the worst D-man at the moment. He is probably not the worst player at the moment. I can understand why people, because he's come big, and again, when I speak about Ben, that he's came with this sort of what he's done in the past, where he's played, the potential money. Nobody knows how much money he's on, but the money he's on, it's got to be big money. We've given him a 2-year deal. Nah, I'm not having it. I'm not having it. I'd
Listen.
rather have him in our team than playing against one.
Listen, I said it in the night, and I've said it on social media as well. He genuinely looks like a player that, and people saying he looks disinterested. No, see, to me, he looks like a boy that's playing with zero confidence right now. He's playing in a team. You know, you look at it, right? He's an ex. Well, I say an ex GB internationalist. He still is. He's a GB internationalist, right? He's played GB for years. You used to play in the KHL. You didn't get to the KHL without being a good player. You look at the teams that he's played on, right? When he played in Edinburgh, they were up there. They were competing with the big teams, right? Sheffield. Played for Sheffield, didn't he?
Yeah.
Aye. Won things, probably. Was he in Belfast?
Yeah.
Won things. Or competed for things. Guildford. Competed.
Yeah.
They were top of the league at one point. They came further down. They made the playoff weekend. They got to the finals. And ended up playing us in the third versus fourth. But he got there. Like, he's a good player. To me, he's obviously struggling. He's obviously trying to adjust and playing in what is effectively, and that's what we are right now, regardless of what we think we should be on paper. He's in an 8th place team right now. He's in an 8th, 9th place team fighting to get in the playoffs. It's a different role for him, and it's a different kind of situation that he's probably never really been in the Elite League.
Yeah, I think
he's got to adapt to that, and it's going to take him a while, I think, to adapt to that.
I think he's had to adjust his game coming to Dundee.
Yeah,
because he can't be as gung ho as what he probably could with these big teams, right? Me personally, I think Ben's getting played with the wrong partner, and this is nothing to do with Chris, right?
No, absolutely not.
I think the best partner for Ben, who all of those D men, is Kyle Pouncey. But it means breaking up Pouncey and Doubt. Yeah, I'm telling you, because Pouncey, you look at the way Pouncey and Dryden play, right? Dryden tends to be the guy that will shoot up the ice all the time, right? And Kyle knows to sit back, right? I think if you put Ben with Kyle Pouncey, you're going to get a different Ben O'Connor.
Yeah.
Just my opinion.
Yeah.
But I do, as you say, I do think it's harsh. And he'll know himself. Ben will know himself. But you know, people were quick to get on his back when goals went in, right? The one that they scored short-handed, it's got absolutely nothing to do with Ben O'Connor. Nothing.
No.
And everybody's like, Luke was on ice again.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry, right? We didn't call players out, right? But that's on Jake Elmer.
Yeah.
Right. And people, you know, fans have got their favourites, right? They do. And we've watched ice hockey for a long, long time. We've probably seen Ben O'Connor playing for multiple teams. You don't become shite overnight. You don't, right? And if you look at what's going on, there's other players, and everybody says it at games and that about certain players strolling through games, they look disinterested, but they're not getting called out on social media. It's only Ben O'Connor. And I don't like it. We've got our own opinions on other players, but we didn't come on here and slag them off. I wouldn't come on here and slag Ben O'Connor off.
No.
I mean,
listen.
To me, there's other guys, eh? But getting back to that game, there was one bit that I thought was funny, and it just goes to show how Ben O'Connor's mind works. The referees put their hand up for a penalty, and Tuna thought Clan were going on the power play.
Yeah.
And he skates towards the bench. And what does O'Connor do? If he 200 feet, he thinks, where the fuck is he going? I'm cracking this.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nobody else thinks like that.
Nah, but he wasn't far away either.
No, he wasn't. No, he wasn't.
Tremendous if that had went in.
Yeah. But I think the whole game was around Naas and Harms.
Yeah. A big shout out.
They are a bunch of dicks, all right. The
Yeah.
clan. They're an absolute bunch of. The guy McClellan skating after Secos, looking for a fight, what the fuck? You know what I mean?
Well,
You're not even the fighters. Just
Yeah, well,
stop
it was who was it originally? It was somebody else originally that he was trying to go with, and they're like, "What are you on about?" And then he gave it to Sonch at the end of the period as well, and then he went into the boards with Seko. He's like, "Come on, fuck you, let's go then." Wasn't much in the fight. It was, but you know, and that's what I was about to say. A big shout out to Sekos because you know what, shows a wee bit of fight as well from someone who isn't known to be fighting. But a big shout out though to your wee pal Mitchell Herd. Because I heard and saw that he shit himself for the pizza boy in quotations for those of you listening on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. I've never heard this as a chirp before to a player. Go and order another pizza boy. Yeah. What even is that? I don't get it. Like, Piliot's just looking at him like, what the fuck are you on about?
Yeah.
Guy's a fucking idiot. Good player and a fucking idiot.
Yes, I'll tell you. Now, I've said that. I spoke to Arlene about this during the game myself. Tell you what, I would take him in my team every day of the week, right? He is a good player. He's got a good ability about him, right? But I'll tell you, just shut the fuck up, really, because you're no backing it up. You're going about chirping, right? What was the guy that played? Was it with the Devils? What was his name? Remember him? Was it Fournier? Right. Now he could back it up, right? He chipped and chipped and chipped and chipped, but he would drop the gloves with anybody. Mitchell Herd, this chirping, came in the way he goes with them, and the Brayhead clans are fucking hour on, right? But he'll no fight a tough guy. But he's meant to be the tough guy.
Yep.
He will keep away from it. He'd rather sit and chirp me. But yeah, listen, I'll sit and chirp. If you want to chirp at me, I'll keep it to the hell game if you want. Right? And Sharp has arranged that Boxing Day we're going to be going in Glasgow Green. So we'll see if he comes. Shite, man.
So yeah, an 8-5 win is. I think it was. We looked like we could have scored more. I don't feel that we should have conceded 5.
That's the disappointing thing,
But yeah, man of the match obviously was Mr. Harms with 3+1. Senior, your man of the match?
Spencer Naas.
I'm going Naas.
Yeah.
I was going with him myself, to be fair. I thought he was outstanding. Just controlled Naas. He just controlled that game. He's controlled the game. I think Harms was just in the right place at the right time for a couple of those goals. Which is what you want, but I think Naas was dominant the whole game. And absolutely delightful to have him back.
There's a shout out for me because I'll tell you, Big Pouliot played well again.
Pouliot right now is our best D-man.
Yeah.
Or sorry, probably rephrase that because that's a bit unfair to certain D-men. He's probably our most consistent D-man right now.
Yeah. He's, you know what? He's not being the gung ho kind of guy. You know, he's doing what he should be doing. He's not running players. He's policing the ice, which is the best thing. Okay, but yeah, I thought he was outstanding. He could have got man of the match.
Yeah, no, I've went with Naas as well. So, Senior, our score predictions for the games was, you said 4-1 Clan on Saturday. I said 5-2, ended up 3-2. And you went with a 4-1 Stars win on Sunday, and I went 4-3. Interesting.
That was, and it's, you know what? See, I have been critical of the netminder, right? And up until about 5 or 10 minutes to go in the game, I thought he was outstanding. At times, some of the saves he was pulling off during the game were really, really good. and then the late goals creep in. You're thinking you've sort of went from having a fantastic game to just sort of having, you played well.
Yeah.
But I'm like you. If that had been 8-1, 8-2, then that would have been probably a more reflective score on the game, eh?
Yeah, and also those 5 goals now putting us up to a total of 99 goals against, only a few off the Fife Flyers, considering they're getting pumped every week just now.
Yeah.
So the Fife Flyers are bottom of the Elite League table still, with 6 points through 20 games. I actually think that is worse than Jeff Mason's record with the Stars that season. Stars in 9th now, tied on points with Manchester through 23 games. Manchester have played 19. Glasgow in 7th on 18 points through 21. Sheffield 6th, 24 through 20. Guildford in 5th, level on points with Nottingham in 4th on 25 points. Guildford with 22 games. Nottingham played 20. Country in 3rd, 26 points through 21 games. Belfast up to 2nd now, 30 points through 20 games. And the Cardiff Devils still top of the league with 34 points through 22 games. However, Belfast, with those 2 games in hand, could catch up.
They're the team in form to start with, Giants.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, they're picking wins up every game they're playing. So, yeah, and Sheffield are in free fall, a bit like ourselves. So, but long may it continue.
Indeed. So, Senior, it's time for your good, the bad, and the ugly.
Yeah, so the goods we finally won a game. And what a way to win a game by scoring 8 goals. We've just touched on it. Good. Offensively, I thought we were really powerful. Defensively, we should be tightening up a lot better than we did. But yeah, good. We finally won a game, scored 8. Bad, just said it there. Defensively, we're still not strong enough. And that, for me, that goal in Glasgow, when the guys there with 5 stars players around them, should never have happened. And the ugly is we're still conceding goals really soon after we score. We've got to be switched on. 9 seconds from when we went 2-0 up and absolutely coasting to suddenly getting itchy fucking feet again because they've scored within 9 seconds to take it to 2-1. So yeah, that's it. The good, we finally won again. We scored 8 goals. Bad, defensively, I still didn't think we're strong enough when we should be. And ugly, we're still conceding 8 quick fire goals after we score. That's really it.
Wow, a quick one this week.
Rapid. Yeah. I could have went on about the ugly being Mitchell Herd, but you know what I mean? I'm not want to pick on the boys' looks.
Well, as I said to him on Sunday, all he wants for Christmas is his 2 front teeth.
Yeah.
Liam Mean Tattoo sponsored game previews. So, senior festive fixtures. They're coming in thick and fast. So we've got 2 home and homes, starting off with the Fife Flyers. So on Boxing Day, 2 days' time, we are away to the Fife Flyers. We're then at home to Fife on Saturday the 28th with a 7 o'clock face-off. Monday the 30th, we are away to the Belfast Giants. And then Hogmanay, we are at home to Belfast. And remember, folks, it's a 2 p.m. face-off. Okay? So, gonna turn up late. 2 p.m. If you're
not
at
having
work,
that.
unlucky.
Yeah. I'm not having that, Junior. Not having that.
It's to do with Hogmanay, is it? For people going to
I'm
parties
not
and all that stuff.
I'm no caring. Right. I'm not having it. And we'll touch on it when we get to the Belfast games. But
Yeah, okay.
Fife Flyers. Yeah. Fife Flyers. Fife Flyers away, Fife Flyers home. Nothing less than 4 points will do. It's as simple as that.
Yeah, nothing less will do. Lucas Chiodo, obviously, we don't know if he will be playing. I don't know if he's back yet. Obviously, his granddad passed away. So condolences to him and his family. he was going to be one of my 3 players to watch. I'm not going to include him in it. If he's playing, then absolutely let's watch it for him. Junior 3 players to watch. The boys, is it Sishe? Is that how he pronounces it?
Yeah, Michael Sishe or something.
Sishe. 12 plus 8 through 20 games. Martineau's 10 plus 8 through 19. And although he's only in for 14 games this season, Ryan Foss with 6 points is another one to watch out for. I don't know if his suspension is being served over this weekend or not. The league have just decided to do whatever the fuck they want. So
I wonder why
he's got
Josh
a
Saunders will play
suspension.
for.
Okay. Yeah, who's Josh play up for that weekend? Yes, they're my 3 players to watch out for. Listen, regardless of all the issues that are going on in Fife, they still have a lot of danger men playing. Regardless of us putting 7 past them in 2 of the last 3 games, I think we've played against them. What was that? 7 and 5, was it? Was it 19? It was the same as what we conceded in the last 3. Put up 19 against them. Belfast put 6 past them at the weekend. Then obviously had to postpone their game because they couldn't get him, even though Fife were in Belfast. But yeah, there's still going to be a danger. And if Shane Owen plays, you never know with Shane what could happen. You know, he's been shit hot for years with them. It's just a pity for them. It's great for us, but a pity for them that he's not been on top form this season. The guy Voris, he's a fanny. I hope he plays and I hope he's shite because I'll give him it again.
Yeah, you know what? Fight. It's a derby game, So it's like when you go to football. It doesn't matter what league you're in. You could be in the Premiership. The other team could be in the Championship. You get them drawn in the cup. The rules are out the window when it becomes a derby game. You could say that we would be firm favourites for both games, but you've got to look at it, right? Fife's an absolute shithole, and you've got to go and play in that rink, right?
Yep.
They'll know other home bounces and stuff like that. It'll be difficult, very, very difficult. And I don't care if we come out there winning in overtime. We need to just go and win. It's as simple as that. We could win both games on penalty shots, but we've got to pick up 4 points because we need to get out the predicament we're in. If we begin to drop points against Fife, then I think it'll be a struggle for the rest of the season. Putting 8 past Glasgow should be a big, big boost.
Definitely.
And I would probably expect the goalies will get rotated again this weekend. I don't know what way Mark will do it, whether he starts with Sabol across there. Based on he probably had 50 minutes of really good play against Glasgow. And then Fisk will get the home game. I'm not 100% sure what I would do this week. I'm really struggling on what I would do with the goalies this week.
I think, and this is the way I think it's going to work, is we will play Fisk in Fife. Sabo will get the home game. And then Fisk will play in Belfast. Sabo will get the home game.
Right. Okay.
I think that's the way we'll split it. Okay. Score predictions in Fife.
4-2 Stars.
I was going 5-2. Home game?
6-1 Stars.
6-1. I'm going to say 7-2. Actually, 7-3. I'm going to go 7-3. Belfast on the 30th and Hogmanay. So we've got our usuals. We've spoken about them fucking loads of times this year.
JJ Paganach.
I'm not going to go JJ. I'm going to change up my 3 players to watch.
Oh, it's got to be JJ Paganach.
Elijah Barriga at 12 and 13 through 20 games, 25 points, 20 games for him. Scott Conway, 10 plus 14 through 20. But the guy for me right now is, and I'm going to try and get his first name right from memory here, is it Pierre-Olivier Morin?
What
So Morin, he's been putting up points a lot recently in the last few games. He seems to have been picking up a bit of form. He's 6+9 through 19 games. So keep an eye out for him as well. But listen, so I've already said it, they're the form team right now. Them and Cardiff are the form teams. I don't know, senior.
Yeah, I must admit, I'm not expecting to get anything in Belfast, but I'm expecting to get something in Dundee. But I'm more pissed off at the face-off times, that it's a 7 o'clock face-off in Belfast and then a 2 o'clock face-off in Dundee, which means the guys will hate to beat the rink for something like 12 o'clock.
Yeah.
I just don't get that. Just don't get it. And I know it comes down to ice time and that, but I'll tell you, I'd rather fuck that off playing at 2 o'clock on Hogmanay and I'd get ice time during the week and play them midweek.
Or
Honestly.
We played the home game on the 30th and then we travelled to them on Hogmanay.
Yeah.
And had a 2 o'clock face off there, I didn't care.
Yeah. and I know that people will be saying, like, both teams have got to travel, right? Yeah, they do, but we have to go there first.
Yeah.
So we've got to travel into Belfast, then we've got to travel back and be ready for a 2 o'clock face-off. It just fucking blows my mind that that's the way we've scheduled it. That it might work in my favour, but I can't see it. I think it'll work against me.
Right. Score predictions for the away game.
5-1 Belfast.
That's exactly what I've put. Home game?
The home game, I'm going to say 5-3 Belfast.
I was going to put that, so I'll go 4-2, so we've changed it up a bit.
Right.
Looking at a 4-point weekend this weekend, and then a no-point weekend against the Giants.
I'm hoping we might get someone from the home game, but
yeah,
I think it'll be the travel. Will be the thing that kills me.
Yeah,
and as I say, with that early face-off.
Yeah, well, it's a short space of time as well, where you've got Fife Boxing Day, so 26th, 28th, 30th, 31st, and then Cardiff away on the 3rd.
So here's the thing, right? You touched on this the last time.
Oh no.
When we go to Belfast, right, do we take a British netminder?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So
absolutely we do.
Regardless of who's playing in the home game on Hogmanay, that netminder stays in Dundee. So at least he's fresh. He's not going to travel.
And
so let's say, for example, that you thought what Fisk would get the game in Belfast.
Yeah.
So I would take Fisk and either Jaguar or Sheepdog, and I would leave Richard Saville in Dundee, ready.
His wife and Bern.
Yeah, ready for the Hogmanay game. Or vice versa, whatever way you want to do it. But that's what I would do, 100%.
No, definitely. And also, I'd like to hope that we're maybe going to travel down on the 29th and maybe stay over in Belfast.
Maybe.
That'd be a good thing too.
Yeah, for the players, the netminder, it'll no work. Personally, because he's still got to travel anyway. But I really, really hope that's what they do. They'll leave a netminder in Dundee.
Yeah, no, that's what I mean. Like, travel down the 29th for the team that you've got. Leave Sabo, if it is Sabo, it's playing on the Sunday. Leave him at him. I say the Sunday, the 31st, whatever fucking day it is. I don't care what day it is. And then play him on the home game. See, this is the problem when it comes to Christmas. I don't care what day of the week it is anymore. I lose track of it. I just go by dates.
Come on, they were speaking about it. They were speaking about it in the work today. I'll see you next year. I'll see you next year. I says, I'll see you next Thursday.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what it is. We're back to work on the 2nd. Fucking nightmare.
Well, yeah.
And we've got a game on the 3rd, don't we?
Away at Cardiff. That's what we're saying.
I thought it was at home.
I'm sure it's away.
Oh, Junior. I thought it was at home.
I'm sure it's away. We're getting it up as we speak.
Because I was thinking,
Fill the gap.
Because I was thinking, I thought I was meant to be on Batshire, but is it?
Away. We're away to Cardiff on the Friday, then home to Manchester on the Saturday.
All right.
So yeah, there you go. Away to Cardiff on the 3rd.
Interesting.
Please shout out because technically on this day none happened because it's Christmas Eve. So Slimming World with Stella sponsored on this day. None happened. I did look at stuff that happened on the 23rd. And other than last season, nothing good happened. We got pumped in a lot of games. We let a few people go. We had 1 win last year against Glasgow on the 23rd. But there was 8-1 losses to Cardiff or Belfast in there. There was a 3-0 home loss to Nottingham in there. I'm not going through all that shit. Just on this day, nothing happened. Absolutely nothing. Nobody even born on this day. But there is a birthday tomorrow. Jesus. Because it's Christmas Day. Lara, it's got enough dark beside you there on the screen.
God.
I think that's time to wrap up the show.
We're in I'm always fucking left in the dark, haven't I? Come on, me.
Yeah. Can't start a fire.
No, we're kind of Feliz Navidad. Feliz Spencer. Naas.
Listen, thank you all for listening, watching on YouTube again. I hope you enjoyed the Fits being on for Senior versus the fans. Thank you to all of you again for this year, because we won't have a show back until 2025. So thank you everyone for tuning in. Thank you again all our sponsors, Mr. Blues at Gloves Off, NBA Valeting, not Valleying Andy McCartney Services, 51 Club, Liam Mean Tattoo, Slimming World with Stella, and the main one itself, Don Michele, Mr. Paddy Lockie, and Mr. Monroe. We'll include him as well. I don't know what I'm shouting at us again. But yeah, thank you all for sponsoring again this season. And hope you all have an amazing Christmas, a happy New Year when it comes. We'll see you at the rink for a little rendition of Feed the Fifers.
Feliz Spencer Naas.
No, Feed the Fifers.
I like
Come
Feliz
on.
Spencer Naas.
Nah, we can maybe sing that, but we'll sing Feed the Fifers as well. And last Christmas, I gave it to Kyle Pouncey. But if we don't see you there, Happy New Year when it comes. And we'll see you all next year.